I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and thank you so much for the induction. The video tribute brings back so many memories. It was a time when life was so easy and joyous, and it's really brings back great memories. I stand before everybody tonight amazed, surprised, and completely humbled. I want to thank the Hall of Fame Selection Committee and everybody associated with my nomination for not only recognizing the athletic achievements of myself, Bill, Luke, and Derek, but for also acknowledging the good academic standing of each student athlete during their time at Malvern Prep. To Bill and Luke, I'm honored to be sharing the stage with you guys. Congratulations. It's been great to learn a little bit more about you guys and your accomplishments, and it's obvious why you've been selected to this elite group of men. Derek, although our paths never really crossed in high school, my father brought me up around Downingtown football, and you're exactly right with what you said in your speech. Those guys, they were immortals to me, so I followed them very closely. But as I was a freshman on the practice fields, I saw what you guys did, and your team absolutely would have given those guys a run for their money, probably taken them down. So congratulations, Derek. I want to thank all the teachers, the staff, and the faculty from past and present that make Malvern unique. To Jim Stewart, Christian Talbot, and now Father Riley, thank you for continuing to help Malvern evolve to remain at the pinnacle of academic and academic success in the area. The work that you guys do and the work that Father Riley is going to continue to do on this campus is evident every day through the quality of the student athletes that I see every time I visit campus. I'm fortunate enough to sit on the alumni board, as Brian mentioned, here at Malvern, and recently the board has made a great decision to allow for senior student representatives to join our group to offer a different perspective. Our director of alumni relations is Matt McManus, and the other day he introduced two seniors that are going to be joining our board, and he described each one as mature beyond his years, has a younger brother in 9th grade, golfer, hoops manager, football manager, has got the pulse on anything and everything. Real laid back and easygoing. He will be seen on TV in the near future in some way, shape, or form. For the other student, Matt described him as soccer player, 2 older brothers that went to Malvern Prep, has already had 2 songs released on iTunes, music producer, eyeing New York University as his top choice, always smiling and laughing. Those words right there describe what Malvern is. It's great to know that Malvern is stronger than ever, and I thank the leaders of the school for the legacy that we're also proud of. I think it's also important to mention the past and the present coaches, as well as the administrators of the athletic department. Guys like Frank Ryan, Bill Mills, and Kurt Ruck. Thank you for carrying on the excellence of the already established power programs here at Malvern, but also for the development of new sports that get every student around here the opportunity to compete at a high level. As I personally look back at my time playing baseball, I want to thank my coaches, the late Dennis Galvin, E.J. Moyer, Mike Hickey, and Mike Rooney specifically. Together, you guys continued to challenge me and my teammates to do more, to work harder than the other guys, and you always made the game enjoyable. I think I owe a lot of my personal achievements on the diamond to the trailblazers of the Malvern baseball program. I'm talking about the contributions made by Coach Greg Gross and the accomplished collegiate and professional players that went through Malvern. Guys like Mike Rooney, the McKernan brothers, the Davis brothers, the O'Brien brothers, Sean Gallagher and Josh McKinley. You guys, along with a host of others that I'm sure I'm forgetting tonight, made it easy on us. You put Malvern on the national baseball map. When scouts and recruiters would thumb through a program, they'd see the name Ryan Edginton, and next to it, it would say Malvern. Not only did you guys open the door for me, but for several of my teammates that are here tonight who played in college. Together, we thank you guys. There's nothing like the bond that you develop with teammates, and to this day, my lifelong friends have always been via Malvern baseball. Shaq, Josh, Paps and Millard, Brady, Bradley. It was a blast. Thanks for your support, guys. I really enjoy following the success of the program today, and there's little doubt that under the leadership of Coach Fred, Malvern Prep baseball has never been better. It makes me extremely proud. In football, there was a special bond between the coaching staff. I want to recognize the efforts Coach Cerrone, Coach Panetta, and Coach Sells. Our teams were always well prepared. We always came to play. A few months ago, we lost an icon. An icon, by definition, is a person regarded as a representative symbol of something. Coach Pellegrini was, in fact, the ideal representative of Malvern Prep football. But also so much more than that to most people in this room. Gamp was a family man, he was a mentor, and he was a friend. You'll be missed, Coach. You'll never be forgotten. I want to thank Coach Kev. Coach Kev, you were always my guy. You were always in my corner. We developed a friendship from day one, and that really continues today as we watch our families grow together. After a big catch or a great block, I was always looking to find you on the sideline for your approval. I played hard for you, Kev, and you brought out the best in me. I thank you. A few months ago, Kev and I were golfing with my buddy Sean Gallagher and Mike Ryan. I also have to pass on thanks to Brian Treston, who was one of the other quarterbacks that was able to get me the ball, whether I was playing tight end or receiver on the football field. But to get back to my story, we were playing golf, and we were walking up to the first green, and we were actually trying to find my tee shot. It was a par 4 first hole, yeah, believe it or not. Kev made sure to let us know how happy he was that Gamp was looking down on us, 15, 17 years later after we graduated, and how happy he was knowing that we were together. It was a real honor to play for both Kevin and Gamp, and the win column, in the record book will always begin with the Pellegrinis. I briefly touched on catching passes as a receiver at Malvern, but come to think about it, football was something, passing the football was something that should have been left out of our playbooks. Derek's brother, Christopher, you were the best runner I've ever seen. It was a pleasure to block for you downfield. To the rest of my football teammates, good friends like Bill Tully, Brendan McMorrin, Greg O'Shell, Jim Judge, Todd Brennan, the memories will last a lifetime. My family means everything to me. And before I talk about a bit about my immediate family, I feel the need to recognize Father Flynn, although I understand he couldn't be here tonight. Father Flynn mostly feels like family to everybody in the crowd, I'm sure. He unites generations of Malvern men. In many ways, Father Flynn is the father of Malvern Prep. Thank you for your pregame inspiration and the insight, 2F. You prepared me to be the best I could be. I talked a bit about how Malvern has a funny way of bringing people together. On a 1998 spring break trip to Florida, our baseball team was 10-0. The 8th game on that trip, we were playing a bunch of farm kids from Hudson, Ohio. We were told they're going to be pretty good, so we're up for the task. And if you ask any of my baseball teammates tonight, I guarantee they remember the game perfectly. We dominated Hudson that day, and I went on to play with some of the players from the other dugout in college. I met my wife, Kelly, and when I found out she was from Hudson, I quickly reeled off the entire lineup and who did what in that particular game. I suppose it was the first time you understood that I was a lunatic and crazy about sports. When Cal and I were dating, I would visit her hometown, and I got connected with the Hudson baseball coaches. Of course they knew who I was. How could they forget? I was from Malvern Prep. I worked youth baseball camps in Hudson, Ohio, and became friends with the coaches. Malvern truly connects people in extraordinary ways. To my wife, Kelly, you're my rock. You're the best athlete I have ever met. What you do every day with Kayla, Braden, Vivian, and our 4th son, Hudson, amazes me every day. October 13th, 2007 changed my life forever. Happy anniversary, Cal. To my brothers, Kyle and Eric, and my sister, Lindsay, you guys were always there for me. And you've made me proud. I appreciate the times you guys traveled to watch me play, and I'd be cheating you guys personally if I didn't recognize your own athletic achievements in sport. Kyle in the wrestling mat here at Malvern, Lindsay as a multi-sport athlete at Villa Maria and in college at Randolph-Macon, and in Eric, one of the shiftiest and nastiest football players I've ever seen pound for pound. I just really wish to my grandparents, Dick and Rita Edginton, to this day, my high school friends still ask about you. It's most likely because you guys never missed a game for football and made as many baseball games as you possibly could. Your hard work and love for our family has provided us with everything we have. To my parents, Glenn and Kathy, I never expected to be able to go to a private school and never even considered a Malvern Prep until you made me go on a visit. That day changed my life for the better forever. The investment that you guys made in my education is invaluable, and although I was expertly prepared for academic success after high school, you guys taught me that what no institution could teach a son. The love that I see in your marriage is something that I try to carry out in my marriage with Kelly every day and pass down through our children. You should view tonight as an honor bestowed upon you as much as it is for me. You always make fun of me for being so bad with directions, and it's absolutely true. I'm horrible at directions, but it isn't a coincidence that you guys always tell me how to get places from the intersection of South Warren Road and King Street. Thank everybody for being tonight, and thank you for such a distinguished honor.